particular Excel sheet. By default, when you open the first Excel sheet, it will be labeled book 1, which you can rename it. If you open another one, it will be book 2, and so on and so on. Default names appear. For Microsoft Word, it will be a different name. And whenever you open an Excel sheet, by default, there will be 3 sheets, as we said in the last session, and you can always name them. For example, if you want to rename this particular sheet, you can right-click and click the word rename, and then maybe say CIT 100, the name of this particular course maybe, or whatever convenient name. And usually the active cell is usually A1. You can change it. We have already saw how to reallocate active cells by using a combination of mouse and arrows. Now, from our demonstration there, we have numbers 1 up to 6. 1, 2. And if you have a lot of numbers, maybe even up to 100, the first new numbers, you can use them to automate the other ones by highlighting, and then at the bottom right corner, you can drag. Once you drag, maybe you want to end up to 25. These numbers will name themselves automatically. Okay? Let me put a heading here. If you want to insert a particular row, we have done this. You can right-click and then say in this, let be the serial number. And then the other one, these are ABC. We have name. These are labels which define whatever you're putting. Sex, test 1. You can put T1 or you put the whole name, test 2. Here we want the total marks, and here we want the average. If you want to insert another cell here, you can insert it. Maybe right-click insert. It will be inserted. Maybe you want to put a big heading here. And if you want to merge these cells, you select them and click merge. These cells will be merged. Maybe you want to write test results for higher students, whatever heading you want. And then you put the particular names of your students. I will go real quick, just random names. Doesn't matter. You put the corresponding sex. At times, the sex you can create a drop-down list, but for now we'll demonstrate that later. We'll just put F for female, M for males. Okay. These ones usually you cannot automate it. Whatever test 1 you got, I will put just random numbers as long as they are within the range of 1 to 100. These are the particular results of these students. And then test 2, whatever marks they got. Now, here is what we need to know. Total means the sum. So we have a built-in function called sum. If you want the total for this one, you don't have to take a calculator, as we said. You can just put the function. Whenever you want to insert in a function in a cell, you start with the equal sign. The function is sum. Make sure there's no spaces. And you can even have small letters, no problem. When you have small letters, when it is affected, those small letters automatically become capital. And then we want to start from, this is D3 up to E3. So one way you can put in the formula manual like this, that is okay, it will be displayed. But because you are using the computer, you can also drag those range. I want to start from here up to here. Here I'm using the mouse to drag, and then I want to end, that's where I can put the closing brace, and then the sum will be displayed. The first one you put a sum, but for the others, as we said, you just direct your cursor along this bottom right position until that cursor turns into that cross sign. Press it and drag downwards and go up to the end of the last students, and then once you release, the sum are displayed automatically. That is how you deal with the sum. So even if there are 1,000 students, you display them automatically. And then for average, the built-in function is average is equal to average. I want the average to start from test 1, this particular cell up to this one. Close, the average is displayed automatically, and then the others you can drag. Once you drag and release the mouse, the average are also displayed automatically. So that's how you deal with average and sum for built-in functions. We will proceed with the other functions in the next session. Thank you. And if there are questions, please do not hesitate to ask.